All right. What is up, everybody? Episode 87. We recorded episode 87 last week, but due to an absolute technical disaster, we're now recording 87 again, so here we go. We're so close to the end of this particular season. This is the final week. The races are as tight as you can possibly imagine, outside of the fact that Chris is most likely going to win the overall record for his 2 appearances, I think, this week this year or this season, maybe 3 with some of his picks. So very interesting. But let's get right to it with last week. And Mark, the disaster, the fall from grace is just plummeting.
We want to make things exciting, right? We like to live on the dangerous side of things. So I wanted to get Mike a little bit closer so that this week would be fun. I know now it's a toss-up, but it's good for the listeners, it's good for the viewers, and it's what I'm telling myself. So believe it or not, I believe it. You should too.
Mike, you're just a shade under 3 units down.
I'm right here. I hope you watch out for any possible defense he tries to play. So,
I have to be like on guard.
Yeah.
I have all my picks written.
Just making sure.
Matt, as a known defender and a proprietor of one of the the original defense to win a championship, you're gonna have to help me out with this.
No.
What do you mean no?
I don't do anything anymore. I hang out, do my picks. I don't be annoying. I'm here to just get my picks in, get my picks on the board, and not really disrupt. I don't want to disrupt the Commissioner Greg's livelihood. So I just want to. I just want to go. I just want to be a good. I want to step in line. Step in that line. Don't be different than the crowd. Just 1 foot, left foot, right foot. That's it for me, buddy.
I have a feeling you're referencing something that has nothing to do with the podcast, but I digress.
I'm
listen,
just happy to be back on the show. I missed not having one last week. That was very upsetting.
It was very upsetting.
Mike, is it okay that I said that, Mike? Just tell me what you need. Mike's the best commissioner.
I am not the commissioner of this podcast.
I will say
Greg.
There are plenty of picks to close out season 3. BovadaSportsbook.com has so many options as we try to move our way into this final week and honestly to the end of the doldrums of summer. Sports, with football returning, next week we'll have college football preview, college football futures, week 0 games and picks and stuff like that. So, this is where we sort of drew the line as the seasons will go moving forward. So I'm excited to get season 3 underway. I'm also very excited to maybe, just maybe, after being the only person with a positive week last week, get under the minus triple digits line.
You know how they call it the Mendoza line for baseball? It's the Greg Crone line. That's
rude.
100. The Greg Crone.
That's a rude thing to say.
I mean, you've done it. If you've done it every time. You're
Not
over
every
100.
time.
You're over negative 100 unit a year person. Whatever that is.
I'm sorry. I like to take risks, right, Mark? We're taking risks.
Sure. I'm not 100 units down, but
How dare you? Yeah, okay, fine. You want to take shots? Weren't you plus 40 4 weeks ago with the Fitzpatrick US
I like
Open?
to take shots. Just that's why you called me in here.
Risks or shots? What are we doing?
I take both. I take risks and shots.
It's risky shots.
Yeah, those are gross.
Like a blindfolded shot.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
This is all good for the visual people.
I will say,
I threw a golf ball over my head. It didn't make a noise. I was like, where the hell did that land?
Perfectly on the bed.
Perfectly on the bed, yeah.
that is most certainly a problem. But let's just real quick. We'll look back a little bit at last week, Matt. I did think, and you probably don't know this because you didn't watch, but you actually got closer to that plus 6,600 Huapai Puha darts pick than you would have ever thought as he took out Johnny Clayton in round 1.
Well, he only won one match, right? He probably had to win like 8 of them, right?
No, you got to win. 4 to win the title. So
Maybe since he won 1, I get 11 units.
You want to break it up like that?
That's 1/6.
That is true. I guess. I guess I can give you that.
Yeah. Give me 4/8 of it. I don't care.
That's half.
That'd be bad.
So I don't think so. Mike, absolute disaster in the UFC. Could
Yeah.
work.
The lines were horrible. Wasn't able to watch it.
You're blaming the lines on your bad picking.
Yeah, no, there's just too many heavy lines. Thought we could do it that way, but it just didn't work. Didn't work. Got a draw there. You gave me some wins that weren't wins, so my score got even worse. So I'm sure
Not
blame
good.
you on bad note keeping.
I mean, you and Mark, from a tennis perspective, absolute misery.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what?
I really- I did it. I was awful in tennis. I was awful in golf. I thought I was going to be good again in EPL soccer. I started out hot week 1. Week 2 did not go well. Had a nice 2-0 lead, and that was blown. The
finish
draw.
by Harry Kane.
Unbelievable. But, things happen, and I'm excited for football. Fantasy football is right around the corner. It's so exciting to be a part of fantasy football.
Love fantasy football.
And
Love fantasy football. It's my favorite thing.
I wore a soccer jersey this week because it's probably the last week that soccer is going to be predominantly talked about. So I'm excited. Let's finish off season 3.
Who's predominantly talking about soccer?
Just me.
I'll tell you where we're predominantly talking about, baby, and that's the Nottingham Forest boys. The lads from Nottingham Forest coming out and absolutely slapping around the hammers. First EPL win in like 20-plus years. Let's go. We are here to stay.
Stomped
I
right
love
on
this.
Double B's face.
Who's the Hammers?
West Ham.
Next time.
Oh. I can't.
Such a cool stadium, though. I love that they do have like the European Champions thing out. What do you
Their
looking at?
stadium's horrible.
That's why I love it, because it's just trash in there.
For the fans, it's horrible. You can barely see the field how far away they are.
You compare that to like Emirates or
That's a
Old Trafford. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Emirates is an airplane company.
It's also a stadium, just like Wells Fargo.
What does Emirates do? Are they a bank?
I think.
Yeah, I think it's a bank.
Fly Emirates is a bank and an airplane company.
Together we'll go far.
I feel like whenever I watch TikToks or Instagram videos, Emirates always has crazy planes and stuff where they're like, yeah, you could bowl in the business class. Like there's a it's a full size bowling alley.
I did just
always
look
like
it up,
that.
and I'm just seeing some crazy seating on here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like we got a rock climbing wall on the second floor of this Boeing 957.
An airplane bowling alley would be absolutely absurd.
Seems dangerous. I don't know.
I feel
An
like that'd be a
accidental throw
problem.
could go right through a window.
I mean, how
mean,
bad
I don't
think there would be
bowling are
windows.
you? I've been blacked out in a bowling alley. I've never been that bad that I've thrown it 90 degrees to the right in the air.
But if it
Enough to go
slips.
through a door. What? An
One
errant
slip.
throw knocked out the captain, and Mike's like, "Oh, I got
So ridiculous.
I like that you went with the motorcycle to drive the plane.
drive a plane. I don't know what do they got there? Is it a steering wheel? Is it?
No, isn't it just like the U?
Joystick? I feel like it's
just a U, right? They got the two things.
It's just like
Yeah,
an
it's something
Xbox
like-
controller. It's like, yeah.
be.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I don't know. I've never driven a plane before.
It's a good
Me
point.
neither.
Well, listen, one of the biggest downfalls of last week was the fact that the Paul Rudd parlay that I so masterfully named hit, but nobody got to hear me drop that line on you. So
Did you do that on bovadasportsbook.com?
yeah, of course, obviously. That little plus 299 action. It's just so ridiculous. How I can turn around a couple good weeks in a row right as the season ends to then most assuredly next week start minus 12 units again.
It's so
Well-
ridiculous how you could do that.
I mean, it's going to happen.
Not
That's
the
just
football
how
guy.
it works.
Let's not forget you went 18 weeks in a row with a
was
negative
19.
week.
How dare you?
It was 18 or 19, I
I think it
believe.
was 16.
It was 19.
It was 19, almost a 20.
It was 20, including the season before, I believe.
And then this guy wants to debate the Greg Crone line.
Listen,
Mendoza
but
line.
I've had like 3 out of 4 winning weeks the last 4 weeks. I'm turning it back around. It's the doldrums of summer. It's the tough season. We're back though. College basketball ended or started at the beginning of this season. I don't even remember.
Your last 4 weeks, you've been negative 3 out of 4.
That's incorrect.
I'm
Absolutely
literally looking
incorrect.
right now.
I don't think you know how to read.
Fact check this guy.
Those are the doldrums of summer.
It's 4 out of 5
Greg-
you've been negative. What
Greg
are you talking
loves
about?
the word doldrums.
He
Greg
does.
says doldrums.
He said
so
doldrums
much.
multiple times. Dude.
He loves the word doldrums.
Listen, it's a good word.
The Nick Cannon movie. He's like, oh, I thought it was doldrum line, not drum line, so I shouldn't watch it.
You're so stupid. You're
That's
so
a fun
stupid.
play on words.
It's a good one. Well, speaking of fun plays,
That's a great
I
movie.
say we have a lot to cover. We have a lot to hit. Let's jump into it. We'll head over to Bovada. We'll get into MLB. It should be a ton of Thursday games this week as we go back into baseball, hitting the pennant chases, etc. Mike, start me off in baseball.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with let's go with the Astros -125 against the White Sox. They got Giolito on the mound, but the White Sox are absolutely they're just falling apart. So
I'm on the Astros as well, and that's actually -128 now.
I see it at -128. I'd like to show that I'm also on the Astros. Prior to
see, I knew Mark's taking the Astros every single week the past like 6 weeks, so I'll allow that.
This guy, he knew I was going to take the Astros, so he's playing opposite defense just to stay close.
You mean offense?
I realize that is correct, but it's not really offense because he can't gain on me. I don't know. I just figured. I don't know. Whatever.
Offense can never gain on people while they're scoring points.
Oh, that's awesome.
Literally, you cannot score on defense in most sports.
Matt, what do you have on? What do you have in baseball?
So I got a little parlay. I got Cubs and Baltimore Orioles. So actually, I'm going to take this extra innings plus 800. Then I got Diamondbacks and San Francisco plus 700 extra innings. Parlay them together plus 7,100. So that would be 70,000 units.
No,
That's
not how that works.
Extra innings parlay plus 7,100.
Yes.
I mean, this is where we get at the end of the season, just trying to make a difference. I respect this. I respect you trying to go that route.
Also,
it makes a lot of sense.
Highest scoring inning in the Diamondbacks Giants game plus 900 in the 5th inning.
Fifth inning.
What was the bet I gave you? The first one?
Extra innings, Cubs, Orioles plus 800.
Okay.
What was the highest inning? Fifth inning?
5th inning plus 900.
Plus 900.
I'm feeling good about this week. We're gonna do it up.
Well, we have to.
It's my birthday tomorrow, so people need to know.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
This drops on your birthday, so happy birthday.
Yeah. It's the birthday pod. The birthday episode.
It's a great day for your birthday.
I don't know if I want the listeners. Put that out. I don't want the listeners to
That's his birthday gift right there. Cut that out.
I'm taking the Dodgers -115 against the Brewers, simply because I keep losing on the Brewers.
Also on the Dodgers.
I already saw it on Mark's paper when he showed it on the Dodgers as well.
Oh, so see, he's doing the offense thing again.
Yeah, I'm just taking what he's taking. This is where we dive deep now, though.
Well, then here's what we do. Mark, give me your next one.
All right, so the next one I got the Cardinals -1.5 against the Rockies. Adam Wainwright on the mound. The Rockies suck. Cardinals are pretty good.
Adam Wainwright.
Yeah, I like Wainwright. I don't like him, but he's good. So I'll take the Cardinals there -1.5 at -105.
I can't respect Adam. I mean, I do respect Adam Wainwright, but I can't cheer for him. I know you're a really big fan of cheering for like other teams that play the Phillies. You love the Mets trumpet thing.
Sure.
It's a whole thing. You're a huge fan of that.
Thank you.
You're a trader as
Thank you,
well.
this guy. This
What,
guy.
you
All
don't
I
think
say
that's
is-
electric?
all I say is-
No, I think it's garbage.
You think you're gonna be like, oh, awesome, Mike's on your side. This is
Yeah, what are we doing? This is
He's
never
literally-
going to happen.
a puppet, dude. A
I
puppet.
also think the one in Baltimore with the whistle from the wire is good. Omar's whistle from the wire.
Yeah,
So
I'm fine with respecting that because we don't play the Orioles like 60 times a year.
listen,
Not
I,
literally
They're not a
every time-
rival.
Every
not our
time I
enemy.
talk about the trumpet thing, I am like, God, I hate that it's the Mets, but it is electric. That's
It's
how I.
not that electric either. It's really not.
It is. I seen it in live. It was
Like,
electric.
we know you're a traitor. With like, whatever. One of your friends probably thought it was cool first. So you were like, oh, dude, freaking, well, Fred thinks it's cool. I think it's cool. Fall in line, Mike. Fall in line. So highest scoring inning, 7th inning, plus 900 in the Toronto
Orioles?
No, Blue Jays versus Yankees. And then if you parlay that with the Arizona Diamondbacks one in the 5th inning, that's plus 9,900.
Okay, so highest scoring inning parlay is 9,900. What was the individual payout for Blue Jays Yankees?
900.
Plus
I'm going to be
900.
rich after this.
I mean, you really might be. You really might be. Bovada's going to have to take out a second mortgage and send you the money.
Bovada just owns houses?
It might. It
Tons of
really might.
mortgages to take out.
I am on the Blue Jays in that game plus 117, and I'm also on the Giants minus 145 to close out my baseball card. Mike, what do you have?
I'm on the over in that Blue Jays Yankees game. Over 8 minus 115. And then I'm actually on Zach Gallen and the Diamondbacks plus 122. I think that's good value against the sputtering Giants as well. So
plus
Gallons.
122.
Yep, Gallen's been having a real good year. So
All right, Diamondbacks plus 122 for you there.
How many ounces are in a gallon?
I knew it. 64, I think. That's my guess.
ounces. Isn't it?
I'm
you
going to
kidding?
guess 64.
Mike, you know it's measured in, liquid's measured in ounces, right?
What's
Yeah.
the conversion rate of Stanley Nichols to Schrute bucks? It sounds accurate.
For some reason, I
believe
thought
it's-
that was too high.
I just looked it up. It's 128.
128
Whoa.
ounces in a gallon?
Yeah. I said
How much is 8? Wait, what does 8 ounces make up?
How many gallons are in me?
I don't even know. Let's not open this can of worms. I can't even figure it out.
Only a certain amount. How many gallons am I?
Gallons of what? Blood? Water? Like,
I don't know. I drink a lot of water.
Okay.
Drink a lot of blood too.
Mark,
Yes, I'm not done.
Mark, do you have anything else in baseball?
Matt the Vampire, Shadows in the Dark over here.
Actually-
Yeah, I got the Padres minus 1.5 as well. Juan Soto against the Nationals, and even though whatever, they're minus 165 on that line. I'm gonna parlay that minus 1.5 with the other minus 1.5 I took with the Cardinals. That pays out at 214, and then I'm gonna take both those teams just run line or money line. Minus 113 is the payout on that parlay.
Padres
So
minus
plus 214, minus 113.
If you weigh 100 pounds, you contain around 7.8 gallons of water.
Then
Okay. So you have about 28 points.
56 gallons. I'm a large man. It's 56 gallons of water and 26 gallons of Sprite from McDonald's.
What a combination.
Actually, I want to do a shout out real quick. My shout out of the week. You know what doesn't get enough love? 7-Eleven. They have really good soft pretzels. I love their soft pretzel. Have you guys ever had a soft pretzel from 7-Eleven?
Not for a long time, if I've ever.
They're delicious. Especially there's this little part in the middle where the knot is, where it's a little moist, and it's just still a little bit hot. Shout out 7-Eleven and their pretzels. We know you're listening, Dr. 7-Eleven. I cannot wait to have some more of those. Professor 7-Eleven, yes.
it's Professor 7-Eleven, Dr. Ivan.
Dr. Ivan Ooze.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Dr. Sherlock Bones. Shout out. Zed wanted another shout out.
Shout out to Zed. We miss him.
Shout out, Bones.
Dr. Ivan Ooze. That was such a ridiculous riff that we could never recreate in a million years.
Yeah.
Either way, doesn't matter. Let's jump out of baseball. Let's move.
I have that. Hold on. I just have the over in that Padres game. Over 7.5 minus 115. I think
Padres, Nats.
they might put up over 7.5 themselves on
What was
Anibal
the odds,
Sanchez.
Mike?
Minus 115.
Minus 115. All right, let's jump out of baseball. Let's jump into tennis. And I mean, Mike, I think we're in Cincinnati, right, this week?
We are. This is correct.
I thought we were in Cincinnati last week. Or is this the same tournament?
Might be the same tournament, but I'm pretty confident. Actually, I think it is the same tournament. I think last week was
last
some
week we were in
qualifying.
Toronto, Ohio, or Toronto, Canada?
This didn't happen, guys. No episode.
Well, the pick still went out.
Yeah, the world still
It was for sure a tennis tournament at some point.
The world still existed last week. I know because we weren't there. It still goes round. I mean, that kind of think about your morality.
Either way,
Yeah.
the Western
drinking blood and thinking about morality.
the Western and Southern tournament is going on. I believe that's what it's called.
The Western and Southern Bell Fireworks, hosted by Kid Chris Show on WEBN.
Yes, the WBN fireworks coming up Labor Day weekend.
I think the theme this year is like pirates. Oh, actually, I saw a TikTok where it was a pirate party, and this one guy was like, "I showed up as a guy who sells pirated DVDs."
It's a good one.
That is good. That is really funny.
I'm gonna steal Mark's thunder in tennis. I'm gonna take Felix Auger-Aliassime plus 114. I'm also taking Caroline Garcia minus 124. Those two together plus 287 on Bovada.
She's
Mark
moved to minus 128, I believe.
What's the parlay now? Can you put it together real quick?
What was it? It was FAA and Garcia, right?
Yeah.
It is now plus 281.
Plus 281. So those two together plus 281.
I'm on center.
What?
It
How
hurts
dare
me.
you?
But listen, I've been on FAA every previous season, and I haven't won. So this season, I'm going to go against FAA and hopefully win. Center minus 134.
An absolute slap in the face. Mike, are we drinking out of the exact same cup?
I have my.
It's 100% the same cup.
Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, and James Utley.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out. Souvenir cups.
You still have one good refill? Or do you use
No, I don't. I think that one's gone. I don't think I used it. I think the sticker's just gone. Double B doesn't respect how good Ryan Howard actually was. Just for
Double B is the smartest. Double B is the smartest guy to come out of Lafayette Hill.
I'm not saying he's not. Mike, where are you at in tennis?
Yeah, I'm on that Garcia pick with you as well.
I don't know what he's holding up.
I'm reading it. It was it was a cool little shout out this company. So
stop shouting out companies.
The newspaper? I don't know.
Mike, you're at Caroline Garcia.
Yeah, I'm on Caroline Garcia minus 128.
That's it?
No, I have more. I just didn't know.
Give me another one.
Matt was explaining.
And then
can I go first so I don't get
No, you can't.
All right.
Mike, give
All right. Emma Raducanu plus 134. Pagula lost for me last week, so I'm going to fade her.
Pagula has lost for us a lot.
I'm pretty sure she beat the girl that you actually bet on.
The next game.
Greg. The article, she beat her up.
I misread that.
She just beat the crap out of her.
Matt, are you in tennis at all?
Yeah. Give me Blake Shelton plus 220 over Cameron Norrie.
All right, Ben Shelton for you.
I'm on Cam Norrie there.
The chick from No Doubt.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was their big song? Was it like "Don't Sleep"? You know it's what I'm thinking.
I think that's exactly what their big song is.
Don't tell me 'cause it hurts.
What are we doing?
Please, wow.
Sorry.
Please stop.
That was terrible.
We should for 20 minutes of the show every week. We should just do karaoke. We'll contact all the big copyright people. They'll let us sing songs. And we'll just do a song a week. Mike will probably just sing something about being a traitor. Anything by Benedict Arnold. I don't know anything about that. Mike's just doing Jeff Dunham bits while he sits on his buddy's lap. But that's fine. That's fine.
You know what my karaoke song is.
It's
We discussed it.
We did discuss it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody else's, but that's okay.
It's that song where it's like "F you, you ho, I don't want you back." That's what
I don't
song
think.
is.
I don't even know what that is.
I think it's a Yannick Sinner song.
Probably. Mark, you said you were on you're on Cam Nori. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm on Cam Nori minus 265. I'm on Carlos Alcaraz at minus 385. And I'm on Daniil Medvedev at minus 500. You parlay those three together, plus 108.
Traitor by Olivia Rodrigo. That's Mike's favorite song.
That's Mike's song.
She makes good tunes. I'll have to check it out.
So Sinner, go ahead, Matt.
No, it was just more Mike being a traitor. Go ahead.
No, he is. I mean, that's fine. Sinner,
It's Nori, Alcaraz, and Medvedev.
Sinner, Nori, Alcaraz, Medvedev.
No center.
Nope. Sorry. So the parlay is just those three. What's the payout?
108.
Plus 108 for those. Mike, anything else in tennis?
Yeah, I'm going to take Ons Jabeur minus 118, and I'm going to take Annette Kontaveit minus 186.
See, I knew this was going to happen again. I'm on Annette Kontaveit at minus 186, right there, right here. I'm also on Paula Badosa minus 197.
I'm pretty sure they're about to play. Badosa's playing
yeah,
in about
Badosa's
30
about
minutes.
to play. Never mind. Badosa's off the line. The parlay doesn't exist. Annette Kontaveit minus 186 is on. That is some accidental defense right there.
Mike,
We
anything?
were going to value boys that because I was looking at the Badosa pick too. But
Matt, anything else?
I
in
do
tennis?
parlay all my four picks.
Hold on, Matt. Anything else in tennis?
Yeah, I'm in Grodzic Mazuecki. I got Jersey Janney at plus 130 over Harold Mayotte.
Okay.
Mike's favorite
All right.
song is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Mike, give me your parlay. It's all for the people.
It's all for them, yeah. Plus 1084.
Jabeur, Kontaveit, plus 1084.
Yes, correct.
All right. Does that close us out in tennis, fellas?
Yep.
All right. So one of the new things we're going to dip into this week, and something we've touched on a little bit. Chris has been known when he guests on the show to dip into some entertainment lines. Chris has been scouring Bovada for the entertainment lines, and we figured as we head into season 4, let's change it up, shake it up a little bit. We'll add a little bit in. Now, they're not picks that are always going to cash right away. Different things, different timelines. If you heard us talk on You're Wrong today or yesterday, we talked about this a little bit with the timing and that kind of thing. But we did a little looking in to this. So, Mike, I'll let you start in entertainment.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Song of the Year. Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, minus
That's
120.
MTV song of the year, right?
MTV Song of the Year.
Kid Laroi.
And Justin Bieber, Never Missed.
Not
minus
Shane.
120. Stay.
Not Shane.
Not Shane. Correct.
Okay. Just making sure.
You've
been known. You've
Not
been
Justin.
known.
Not Justin.
Well, I was looking at a lot of the different Emmy lines. And the one, I mean, I got to go with the show that Chris put me on to, Ted Lasso. Jason Sudeikis, outstanding lead actor in a comedy series, minus 120. It's a great show. Fantastic show. I think he won last year. He had like that weird speech where he was in a hoodie. I don't know if that
was that last year or 2 years ago?
It was one of them.
Yeah, but that was the virtual when he was just in the hoodie was incredible. That was a great interview. I think that is going to win Outstanding Comedy Series at minus 150.
Ted Lasso, Outstanding Comedy Series?
Correct. Is it? I can't believe they're only doing 3 seasons though, right?
I think they're doing. I think I heard they're doing a spinoff too.
Yeah. Oh, that would be cool.
That
I think
makes
it's
sense.
that Roy Kent guy.
Roy Kent's cool. I like Roy Kent.
That is kind of a bummer. I do enjoy the Ted Lasso part, but I also enjoy Roy Kent. So, yeah, fantastic show. Can't wait for it to actually come back. Mike, anything else? Or Matt, anything in entertainment?
Yeah, I have outstanding lead actor in a comedy series, 2006. Kevin James is Doug Heffernan, King of Queens. He did lose. He did lose in 2006, but no, I got a pick here. I'm gonna take. Can we do Pete Davidson's Next Girlfriend?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It may not. I think if you read the the fine print underneath of it at Bovada. I think there's the timeline on it. It says must be made official by his or her Instagram account. If no announcement made at 22 or 23, wagers will be settled for no action. So that makes that official.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take a lot of good names on this board, but I'm going to have to go with Charlize Theron. It's going to get interesting. Kill Bill. She's the Kill Bill guy.
Nope.
She's not the Kill Bill. Ooh,
Nope.
you know what? Put me down for Uma Thurman as well. Plus 75,000. I'm just adding that person. It's very interesting. Is this celebrity boxing thing actually happening? Like,
I don't know, but I saw the Deuce Staley thing and the Dan Campbell thing.
Number 22 for Pittsburgh, Deuce Staley.
If only. If only.
Okay, so video of the year. Video of the year.
Oh,
I'm gonna
man,
go
took me-
with. I'm
in on this one as well.
Yeah, they wrote this song about Mike. It's called "Brutal" plus 1,200 Olivia Rodrigo because Mike is brutal to deal with in a fantasy football commissioner status.
I think that it should have been left as it was, which is on my line.
That's a good one,
My
Mark.
board at minus 400.
That's a good one. Way to go, Mark.
Thanks.
I mean, Olivia Rodrigo, brutal video of the year. It's just an absolute it's plus 1,200. You're looking for value, and that could be an easy 12 units.
That's exactly why you took it right there. Value. That's the only reason.
I mean, but definitely not personal beef.
No.
Personal beef. I don't share my beefs. I take my beef by myself.
How much you got?
Wait, so what's this 10? Is the Taylor Swift All Too Well 10-minute version is that the thing where she did like a whole bunch of craziness, stuff like mad at Jake Gyllenhaal and stuff?
I think so. I think that's what the song was about. Yeah.
That's on my board as well. That's plus 500. That was like a cinematic masterpiece, actually.
I can do it. I can
No
definitely do
joke
it.
about Mike being a bad commissioner there.
I wasn't sure if it was.
No.
Are you going to write your own 10-minute song about me being a bad commissioner?
No, because I don't care. I'm not in the league. Why would I care anymore?
That's true. That's a good
Just gonna
point.
move on. Just gonna move on with my life.
And we're gonna move on to the world of darts.
I had one more. I didn't even get my entertainment in.
All right, get your entertainment in.
Move on. We already did the move on. We can't. We already said the move
Did
on.
try to move on.
I got Harry Styles for Artist of the Year at minus 115.
I got Bad Bunny, plus 110. Little value.
Is that
I mean, Watermelon Sugar. Get out of town.
It is good. Bad Bunny's
That
got a
wasn't
lot of good
this-
tunes.
Yeah. Did Harry Styles
Yeah,
wrestle
Greg,
at
let him
WrestleMania?
know.
Did he
Yeah,
wrestle at WrestleMania? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
dual
Bad Bunny
artist.
dual artist? You mean just dual entertainer? Actually,
Dual artist.
Yes.
Like,
I got one more entertainment pick.
Okay.
I got Bieber and Leroy as the best collaboration, minus 200 with Stay.
I don't even know if I know what this song is.
it was all over TikTok.
You know.
had to have heard it.
Is that the one that's like no? Oh,
Yeah, it's a
that
good song. It's a
song.
very good song.
Gotcha. That one's better for the music rather than the singing, honestly.
I mean, I'm a big Bieber guy now.
I'm gonna be 100%.
Never missed.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I thought that was a song by The Weeknd. So
So it sounds like that song
It
by
does.
The Weeknd, where
Yeah.
that song where it's like, yeah, like it goes. It's very similar.
Yeah, that
Definitely,
one's by Justin Bieber and the Kid Leroy.
Justice Beaver. He's a crime fighting beaver.
I'm glad we got that all in.
Actually, honest question: how is Justin's face doing?
Dude,
That's
I don't
crazy. That sucks. Like whatever
think-
happened.
Wild.
I think he's back on tour.
Is he okay? That's
No, I
good.
don't.
Yeah.
Is he really? I thought he
Yeah.
wasn't.
Greg's
No, I
staying
think-
up to date on his tour dates.
That was
Oh, just in
concerning.
case he comes to
because
town.
people's health, just
Well,
being a good human.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're at.
Imagine caring about other people.
Yeah.
Caring about other people. That's
So you don't have a heart and you're just a friggin' puppet.
Oh, my.
absolute shadow. There's a shadow regime that nobody wants to talk about.
Speaking of Shadow Regime, Game of Thrones on Sunday.
I know.
Oh,
Very
yes.
excited.
That's
Chris,
big.
is,
Yeah.
Chris just fist bumped. He's excited. Yeah,
That's huge.
There's gonna be a big. That's like appointment television. I'm actually gonna sit down and watch that. I'm gonna get under a nice blanket, have a nice cup of cocoa with Jameson, and
Is
it's gonna
anybody
be nice.
is anybody surprised by the hype and that they are excited for it based on how last season
No.
Game of Thrones ended?
No, because the first 7 seasons of Game of Thrones was so good.
Yeah.
It was
that,
really
like,
good.
Now, let me tell you what. They're going to have to come out hammering. Oh, yeah, I forgot Mike showed the bottle last week.
That's
the
true.
bottle,
He
there it
did.
is.
Didn't get to show it last week. The world traveling bottle.
That you could have bought from Manioc or any other place.
Any state store in Pennsylvania.
I couldn't
But,
find them. That was why
You could have
I
bought it
did it.
in
Yeah, but
any
bro,
place.
I didn't look hard.
I'm not surprised at all that there's going to be there's hype around this.
Nah, it's exciting. It's exciting that it's back, and I can't wait. I'm sure at some point Bovada will have odds on whatever main character to die in that one as well. So
We already did. Me and Chris on the Underdog. If you listen to the Underdog Thursdays at 7, we that's actually we don't have a time that it comes out, but I think it comes out Friday morning. But we did picks on that a few times ago, and Chris was like saying names and stuff, and I was like, I don't know any of these people.
why would you?
I'm kind of dumb sometimes when it comes to that stuff where it's like, I said this on the Underdog too, where it's like, something will happen and I won't understand how cool it is until I go on Twitter later and people are telling me like, this was cool. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. Like, you guys get that?
Well,
But
fellas, he finally admitted that he was dumb.
Yeah.
So we've got that going for
We're
us.
gonna have to clip that.
I never said I wasn't dumb.
Put that on our TikTok, which you
said
can
I
also
wasn't
follow
dumb.
us there. It is true. You didn't, but let's jump out of entertainment. We'll go to darts very quickly. I think it's the only online live league that's up there right now. Not even any futures, Matt, so you can't even dive in that route right now. But I'll just go real quick. Of course, last week I went 2-0, didn't parlay them together. But real quick, I have just Dan Reed versus Josh Payne, minus 110, and then Matt Edgar versus Carl Hamilton, minus 145. Reed and Edgar together, plus 223 on Bovada. Matt, anything in darts?
Gary Stone, minus 315 over Carl Hamilton.
315.
Carl Hamilton.
Minus 315?
I like that you just rolled into that accent.
Carl Hamilton.
Because you didn't start with that accent, and I don't think you meant to get there, but the way you said 315 led you there, which was
Carl Hamilton. Do you guys like
Colin-
Hamilton?
Colin
I
Robinson.
got tickets to Hamilton.
good. I do too.
That's a long running bit from Impractical Jokers.
I also have tickets to Hamilton though.
Are you actually going to see Hamilton in New York or in Pennsylvania?
In New York,
Oh, off Broadway
Yeah.
or on Broadway?
on Broadway.
Okay.
I don't think
Inside
it's
of
off-
Broadway.
I don't think it's off Broadway, is it?
Well, I'm sure there's probably just people like you go to someone's basement. And there's like, this is Hamilton. It's just
Welcome.
Jeff Dunham holding Mike doing Hamilton.
Absolutely. I mean, all right. Well,
it happens.
I saw Hamilton here
Not the
in
same.
Philadelphia. It was good. It was solid.
Did you learn a lot about the history of the Declaration of Independence?
No, wasn't actually in that at all, I don't think.
I thought it was
All right.
about the Declaration of Independence.
I don't know. Maybe it
Or
was.
is that you saw it? What do you mean maybe?
I don't think he actually saw it.
I absolutely
Alexander
saw it.
Hamilton.
I was there in person.
You're
it was
more
the
of a
day.
Grease guy. Look at
It
your
was
hair.
the day. It was. That's true. I do need to watch.
Oh,
There is-
gross.
It was the day Penn State played someone, and they went to like
Lost.
7 overtimes, and that's when I found out the new college football overtime
Ooh,
rule.
Indiana.
Awful rule.
They just
Yeah,
do
it's Indiana.
2-point conversions. That stinks.
Or it might have been.
That
yeah,
does stink.
Was
Uh,
it Indiana? I hope
I
it
think
was
it,
Indiana.
I think it was Indiana. But regardless, anything in darts, Mark?
No, I'm deciding to play it smart this week. You know,
You gave out 40 tennis picks. I don't know if that's the actual strategy.
I'm pulling out the 7-iron on the par 4. I'm trying to find the fairway.
Then let's move on to the NFL. We are in week 2 of the preseason. Obviously, tons of different games last week. But fellas, it feels like football is officially back. I think there's a game on right now. Maybe, maybe not. It might be a replay of a game earlier this week on NFL Network on in the background.
Greg's watching. He's literally watching Little Giants. He's like, this is a game.
Well,
right?
it is funny.
Cowboys Giants on right now.
It's the Seahawks Steelers. YouTube TV told me it was live, and the first line listed at Bovada is Bears Seahawks for tomorrow. So I'm pretty confident it's a replay. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a back-to-back for the Seahawks. They're doing it like
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah. It's so my assumption is it's a replay.
Have
Mike,
you guys been
where are
watching
you?
Hard Knocks?
No.
It's actually been good.
I've watched some of it.
been good. If people are trying to get into football season right now, this is the best Hard Knocks that's been out yet. So go watch Hard Knocks.
I was gonna say because they've been horrible for a while.
This is a good. Well, Dan Campbell.
True.
Of course. I've never watched, I don't think, an episode of Hard Knocks ever.
Not even back in the day.
No.
How
dare you?
It's cursed on screen.
Did you watch the 24/7 Flyers Penguins 24/7?
No.
Yeah, that's different. I watched that.
Nope.
Greg watches like Russian darts and
I watch live sports. Live sports. I told this to Chris yesterday that like I'm watching live sports. I don't watch. I'm not the guy who watches that F1 documentary on Netflix and then is like, I love F1, dude. F1's the greatest thing in the world. F1's so awesome. The guy who wins the pole is the guy that wins the race because nobody passes anybody.
Wait,
who wants to watch that?
What's F1?
It's that auto racing, like,
and it's become really popular in America because everybody watched the show.
F1 documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I don't even know about the F1 documentary. What is going on?
Have you guys?
Well, it's been out for like a year.
I saw someone talk.
A year longer.
Have you seen the guy who has dominated horseshoes for the past like 20 years?
What?
That's
I got it. Okay, you start doing picks. I'm gonna find out this information about the horseshoe guy.
All right, you research the horseshoe stuff. Mark, give me your first pick in the NFL.
First pick in the NFL is I'm trying to play it smart this week. I got the 7-iron, and I don't have any NFL picks in the preseason. It's just too wild. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna wait for the real season and season 4. I'm the football guy.
Football guy should be able to pick out. You should be watching the training camp battles. Know who's getting the time. Know who's vying for spots. Know what teams are trying. Mike,
you're the football guy. You're the football guy. You haven't seen one episode of Hard Knocks. Get out of town.
Watching Hard Knocks has nothing to do with picking spreads.
What are you watching the 11v11?
If your Lions stink, take whoever they're playing.
You're watching the all 22 after every game? Yeah, so get out of here.
Red Zone. I'm watching the games, the primetime games. I'm reading articles. That's what we're doing.
Listen, Mr. Minus 100, I'm trying to play it smart. Do not get in my head.
You had a 55-unit week, a plus 50, plus 70.
I understand what I did.
You're minus 30.
I understand what I did. And so I still wouldn't be minus 100 even without those. So
it'd be debatable. It'd be close. It'd be a lot closer. You'd be in the 90s.
I'd be in the 80s. 30 plus 80. 50 is 80.
30 plus 80 is 110.
Yes, I know that. I said the wrong number. Relax.
Mike, where are you at?
I'm going to start with, as reading things, Lamar Jackson's not playing. I don't know who's really playing for the Cardinals, but I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 210 against the Ravens.
Doesn't know who's playing, but he's going to take them 210.
I know Lamar Jackson's not playing, so I did see that.
Haven't the Ravens won like 400 games in a row in the preseason?
Yeah, so they're due. They haven't lost since like 2015 in the preseason.
Not bad logic.
I just remembered that when you said that I saw that. So that's
my apologies. Well. I'm taking the Packers minus 150, the Colts plus 105 in their two respective games because the Colts are playing the Lions and the Lions stink even in the preseason. And then the Packers are taking on the New Orleans Saints. There's just too much influx with New Orleans currently for me to trust them even at the preseason level. Matt, tell us about horseshoes.
All right, so shout out Alan Francis. New York Times wrote that he may be the most dominant athlete in any sport in the entire country. So Alan Francis, taught by Ron Frakes. I mean, I'd be remiss not to mention Ron Frakes, the great Ron Frakes. He has won the World Horseshoe Championship. Ready? He won it in 1989, 1993, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2001, 2003, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2021, and 2022. He has won it 26 times. He literally has 4 boys junior championships. He's got more championships, world championships, than the Yankees in baseball. He is the greatest, most dominant athlete of all time, and no one talks about him. Shout out Alan Francis.
It's a lot of world championships. I'm not going to lie.
It's crazy. And he has a 90% pitch rate.
we're
90%.
we're gonna have to. Yeah, that actually would help. Explain that.
I don't know, Chris.
Yeah, maybe getting a horseshoe. I don't know.
I'm guessing a ringer, like where he puts it on the
Yeah.
like on the thing.
We're gonna talk our way into Bovada ending up with horseshoes on there, and now I'm gonna have a horseshoe pit in my office next to the dartboard, and I'll be streaming horseshoe world championships. It's gonna be a whole problem now.
Greg's just gonna have.
Why? You know who's going to win every single year.
It's Alan Francis or Ted Allen. That's all it is. Maybe it's something with the name.
You gotta
Allen.
have an Allen in your name.
Gotta be.
They
Matt,
call
do you
him
have anything in
the Allen wrench?
Do you have anything in NFL?
Yeah, let's get an NFL pick in here while we're talking horseshoes. Vikings minus 220 over the Niners. Don't know why. Don't have a reason for it. That's just how I'm going to go. Actually, you know what I am going to do? Let's get a big parlay going.
All right, you work on that.
Man.
I'm going to give out the rest of my picks. Eagles minus 135, Falcons minus 130. Those 4 teams.
All right, I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Denver. Let's ride. Steelers, Lions, Commanders, Raiders, Texans, Saints, Patriots, Bears. Plus
Hold
100.
Hold on.
Okay.
So, Broncos, Steelers, Lions, Commanders, Raiders, Texans, Saints, Patriots,
Chicago.
Bears. All right. And it's what now?
Plus 103,818. Oh, my birthday. Gotta bet that.
I mean, that's a dead ringer.
No, I don't like that.
That's a real problem.
Greg, will you please stop texting? It's so rude.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Definitely not writing down all your picks because you guys are lazy. Mike, anything else in the NFL?
Not lazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna double dip on the Titans, minus 160 and minus 3, at minus 110 against the Bucks. Because Malik Willis is going to probably get a lot of time again. So, and he looks
Minus
good in the first
110
game.
on that minus 3.
Give him the time.
Yeah, he
Give
did
him
look
the
in that first game. I saw a lot of highlights on Twitter from his first run there.
Because he's playing against JV scrubs.
Listen, man, it doesn't matter. If you ball out, you ball out.
It's true.
Correct.
All right, does that close us out in the NFL?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, then let's dive in very quickly to the world of soccer. Oh, my. Every league is back in action. Absolutely everything is ready to go. I'm just going to I got to stick with Nottingham Forest. The Forest boys absolutely killing the game. They got Everton this week. I'm going to make Conway cry.
Understandable.
Nottingham Forest plus 300 against Everton. I'm also taking Leicester versus Southampton minus 115. Nottingham Forest and Leicester together plus 648 this week on Bovada. Mike, anything for you?
I'm going to start with the Palace boys, plus 150 against Aston Villa. They had a heck of a game against Liverpool on Monday, so let's bounce back off of that and play well and win. Fight and win.
Fight and win. Mark, anything in soccer, or are you taking this sport off as well?
No, I'm in on this one. I'm going to take Arsenal, taking the boys versus Bournemouth, minus 235. Also going to take them minus 1 and minus 150.
Arsenal v. Bournemouth, minus 1, minus 150. Matt, anything in the world of the EPL?
Yeah, I'm in the EPL a little bit.
Dead air.
Sorry, Northern Colorado Hailstorm versus FC Tucson plus 310.
Northern Colorado Hailstorm versus FC who?
Tucson. It's a big EPL match.
Plus 310. Well, while you dip into, I assume it's the USL like League 2.
I'm taking Tucson. It's League 1. Don't disrespect this.
Just asking.
That was
Don't
gross.
disrespect the frickin' boys of Tucson. I'm out here for your Tucson. I'm fighting for you guys.
I'll go to France League 1. Monaco versus Lens minus 130. Montpellier versus AJ Auxier plus 115. Those two together plus 280 on Bovada. Mike.
Yeah, Brighton West Ham over 2.5 minus 102.
Brighton West Ham. I had typed in Brighton Wet Ham. I don't know why that just seems gross.
I feel like a wet ham's better than a dry ham, though.
I guess. Yeah, probably. Dry ham, I would assume, is not as good.
I'm a ham fighter.
Most certainly. Mark, anything else in soccer?
I'm gonna take the Union against the DC United plus 130.
That TikTok. Is that Vine?
Is it DC United? Is it FC Dallas?
No, they got FC Dallas tonight,
Okay.
Yeah, they're playing right
and
now.
then they got DC United this weekend. I don't know how tonight's gonna go, but I think this weekend will be a win.
What were the odds?
Plus 130.
Plus 130 for you there.
Tonight's the night.
Mike, what's your next one?
Yeah, my last soccer pick is United versus Liverpool over 3, minus 115. United is absolutely shambles right now. Liverpool also started off with 2 draws, so I'm just hoping for chaos and goals.
I'm gonna take the under. United has
They haven't
not scored a goal,
yet, yeah.
Give me a draw.
and they're in turmoil over there.
Yes.
I also have Liverpool minus 170 in that game. And lastly, I went over to specials on Bovada. Actually, no, I think it was specials. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I found something. It was Liverpool to record a shutout win. I'll find it again, but it was plus 205.
Liverpool to record shutout plus
You
205.
actually want-
Mark, just to confirm what you got. You took the under in the game minus 110. Liverpool to record shutout plus 205. Was there another bet in there?
Yeah, Liverpool minus 170.
Do you actually want that draw, Matt?
I put it on his board, so he better.
Like,
Plus 390 on Bovada for the record.
330.
330, I see.
Oh, sorry. 390 was Newcastle Man City, so 330 in that game.
I love that I didn't grow up a Man City fan.
I'm going to Serie A. Fiorentina versus Empoli minus 105. Udinese versus Salernitana minus 125. Those two together plus 251. La Liga, Osasuna versus Cadiz Nuts plus 100. Atletico Madrid versus Villarreal minus 110. Those two together plus 282. And then MLS closes me out. LA Galaxy versus Seattle minus 105. Montreal versus New England minus 105. Those two together plus 281. Anything else in soccer for you, Matt? Or are you good on just the draw and the Northern Colorado hailstorm?
Well, I took Tucson in that game. So,
Wait, you took Tucson?
yeah, dude, I ride with the boys of Tucson.
I'm pretty sure you said.
I thought he gave that whole speech about riding with the boys of Tucson after.
Yeah.
Maybe. I guess.
I said,
My
me
apologies.
and the Tucson boys, we ride.
Let's ride.
Do the thing. I thought. Fine, don't do
Where's
it.
your football?
Do what
Yeah.
thing?
I think he forgot from last week. Anything else in soccer, boys?
Yes, I have some. I have to make up some picks for missed sports. So I'm taking Man City minus 250. I'm taking Man City, Liverpool, and Arsenal money line, and I'm parlaying that together at plus 217. And then I'm going to jump over to La Liga. And I got
Hold
some.
on. Before you go there, so it was Man City, Liverpool, and who? Arsenal?
Yep. Probably the 3 most talented teams in the EPL.
And what were the odds?
Plus 217.
All right, and let's go to La Liga for you.
La Liga. I'm going with the 2 best teams in La Liga. We got Real Madrid, minus 140.
Versus
We
who?
got, oh, damn it. Now I got to find it again.
Probably some other soccer team in Eastern Europe.
Yeah. Why you got to do this, Greg?
Well, because they play multiple games a week sometimes, and you gotta make sure that.
Is it Millwall?
I don't think it's Millwall.
It's
also-
definitely not Millwall.
Somebody I know from America was at a Millwall game this week in Millwall.
That's pretty sweet.
Was that the Swansea game?
It is Celta de
I have
Vigo.
no idea.
If it was this week, it was the Swansea game. Who the bucket is a big fan of. Swansea was up 2-0 and gave up 2 own goals after the 93rd minute to draw 2-2.
It's a real
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Kraft
Yeah.
brothers were there. Shout
All
out
right,
to Kraft brothers.
So it's Real Madrid minus 140 against Celta de Vigo. And then I'm going to go into Barcelona against Real Sociedad plus 110. Barcelona. We're going to parlay those 2 teams at plus 260. And then I got 2 goal props for our boy from the homeland, Lewandowski. He didn't score in his first Spanish league game, so I think he's going to score in this one. I'm going to take him anytime, plus 115. And I love the value on Lewandowski for the first goal, plus 380. I mean, this guy's a scoring machine.
Is there anything for him to score a hat trick?
No. Just the first goal.
I'm not asking for you.
I think his question was,
There probably is.
Because I want a hat trick on my board from Lewandowski.
Okay, let me see.
Lewandowski, more like it. That's what they call him
It is.
in the States.
player to score first goal. I do not see a hat trick, unfortunately.
All right, what about 4 goals?
Not listed.
2 goals?
No, I don't see anything.
An assist? A header assist?
No, does not say either of those.
This sucks. All right, that's why soccer's off my board. Take all my soccer picks off my board.
That's not happening.
No, not doing
Not
that.
happening.
Vote against. I vote against that.
That's a veto.
I'm sure Mike will veto it.
I'm on your side.
Find out what Kev thinks, then we'll know.
Oh,
Got it.
done him.
All right, let's get out of soccer then, and let's jump quickly to the world of the UFC. The UFC, I believe, back. No, this is a pay-per-view. We're at UFC 278, headlined the middleweight title on the line, right? Yeah, Kamaru Usman looks to defend his title, taking on Leon Edwards. Mike, I'll let you take the reins here. Leon Edwards is your boy. Give us your first.
We'll wait there. But the card's going to be horrible.
What weight
than
is
the
it
main
going to
event.
weight?
185.
Roughly like 10 gallons. Okay.
So stupid.
I'm just going to take Wu Yinan plus 111.
I'm also on
Wu Yinan.
Wu plus 111.
This card is
It's a slog.
This one and the next pay-per-view are horrible, but then 280 is going to be an absolute banger. So,
Are you on Francisco Figueiredo plus 360?
No, I'm on Abazi minus 500 in a parlay because he's going against the name merchant.
We'll get to that. Mark, anything in the UFC?
No. Nothing in the UFC because this card is gross.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like any of the names. I don't think there's going to be any good nicknames here, and I don't even see the main event line. So
It's on
That's
there.
definitely on there.
not on my computer.
Well, problem then.
It's that internet. I'm telling you. Oh, there it is. It's on there. I'll take Usman. Never mind. We won't go to the.
Yeah, hang on. Let's relax a little. There's a couple other fights that are on there. Matt, anything in the UFC?
Marching the Nutrisystem Tybura plus 300 over Alexander Romanov.
Plus
But you know his
300.
nickname was the Nutrisystem, Mark.
I bet you it's not really.
Very well could be.
If it was, that would be sick. That would be a great nickname. The Nutrisystem. Like, that's a good one.
Mike, you got anything else in the UFC?
Yeah, just my parlay.
Well, hang on then. Does it include the main event or no?
No.
Okay, then let's go with it.
Yeah, so it's Albazi minus. You can put them all straight.
Hold
Albazi.
on.
Okay.
I mean, you say that just my parlay, and it's like I also have them all straight. So
Yeah.
You need a stenographer, Greg.
yeah, I do. I need somebody who can actually write everything down, or if guys were just reliable and could just text them to me after the show.
Stenographer. Can we hire someone, Chris? Can we hire like an assistant or something?
I do like when Greg texts me my picks, though. I'm not
Chris
going
said
to lie.
we
It's
have
very nice.
$35,000 in the budget for it.
Amir Albazi,
Yeah.
Albazi minus 500. Mike, who's next?
Miranda Maverick minus 550.
Took that long for one person?
Yep, go ahead.
Paulo
see what my
Costa
wife's-
minus 360.
We're going to see what my wife's doing. She could do the stenographer.
And then the King of Rio, Jose Aldo plus 107.
First of all, King of Rio is
Jose Aldo plus 107. You're putting them all together. Albazi, Maverick, Costa,
And Aldo.
What's the
Plus 275.
plus
Blue
270
is the king of Rio. Blue.
really going out on a limb there. Plus 275.
Yeah. Let me
I'm
take all the
also-
favorites.
I'm also on Jose Aldo plus 107. I mean, come on. What are we kidding? I know Murav's going to go for takedowns. Let's stop joking around
Remember
here.
when Rob jumped into that frozen lake head first and then had to get stitches on his forehead?
I do. I'm also in that co-main event. I'm also on. I'm on Luke Rockhold plus 265. Paul Acosta stinks. I'm over him after his dismal.
Luke Rockhold stinks.
I'm not denying that, but this is the end of the season. Leave it all on the line. That's how we're doing it. And then we will go into those three together: Wu Yanan, Jose Aldo, Luke Rockhold, all together plus 1494 on Bovada. Let's go to the main event. It is
I
that
had one more
middleweight.
pick.
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Harry Buttsucker at plus 525 over Tyson Pedro.
That's
Oh man,
not his name, and Tyson Pedro is going to knock his head off. But
Yeah.
Harry Hunsucker plus 525. A lot of value this week on your board, Matt. Going to be a very interesting week.
I think I'm going to do well.
Yeah, I think you might. We'll head to the main event. It is that 185-pound title. Kamaru Usman looking to defend it yet again versus Leon Edwards, who had to poke Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad in the eye to get past him. So let's not pretend like this is a real challenge. Mike, the floor is
Yes, you know who I'm taking. I'm taking the Englishman. I'm gonna dress up as a Peaky Blinder. Leon Edwards plus 315. Everybody hates him because he fights a little boring. Doesn't matter. Still a great fighter. Gave Usman one of his better fights in his career, and he's much better now. And so we're taking Leon Edwards plus 315 and by decision plus 600.
Leon Edwards by decision?
Yeah, plus 600.
Mike, okay. All right. That's fine.
How else is he going to win?
I don't
You're not going to knock him out, I don't think.
He's not going to win, so it doesn't matter.
Incorrect.
But,
we're bringing that title back to England.
Man, next week, Tai Tuivasa versus Cyril Gahn. I'm driving to Double B's house in Brooklyn. Mark, you said you had a pick in the main event.
I'm on Usman. What's he, minus 440?
425.
425. I like it. If it goes my way, I gain 1 point something units on Mikey. So
might as well. All right. Does that lock out the UFC?
knock out the UFC.
Knocks out the UFC. Then let's touch
knocks out the UFC.
technical knockout. All right, I like it. I like it.
It's true.
Fatality of the UFC.
Yes.
I was more making fun of Mike for technicalities, but go ahead.
I got it.
Technicality difficulties. Then let's go into the final sport of the evening. It is golf. It is the BMW Championship. Mike,
in Delaware.
It is in Delaware. It's in Wilmington.
Yes, it is.
Wilmington
Shout out.
Country Club. I wish I was going.
You'd certainly had that option. Shout out Mike's boy Will Zalatoris with the big dub last week at the St. Jude. Yeah. Mark, start us off in golf.
I'm going to start us off with any four of Patrick Cantlay, John Rahm, Rambo, Tony Finau, Colin Morikawa, and Sam Burns, top 20 finish, minus 140.
So
I think
any four of those.
Any four of those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golfers, which now that I'm actually realizing it's only 5 golfers, doesn't seem like it's as much value of it as I thought. But I believe in these guys because the field has gone down. The field has shrunk due to the playoffs. So I'm hoping they finish top 20.
Is this that goofy one where there's points involved and stuff?
No.
Okay.
So any four of those 5 have to finish in the top.
Correct.
Yeah, 4 of those 5 have to finish in the top 20. Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure I understood exactly what it was. Mike, I'm going to your boy and my boy, Joaquin Niemann, top 20, minus 120. Matt, anything in golf?
Yeah. Let's go with Tom Hogue, plus 1,800, top 5 finish.
Top 5 plus 1,800. Mike, what's your next one?
Yeah, I'm just going to go with Hideki Matsuyama, top 20 finish, minus 105.
Hideki Matsuyama, top 20, plus 125?
Yes. No, minus 105. Minus 105.
Minus 105. I also have one that's minus 105. He screwed me last week. He was in the top 20 after the first 3 rounds and then finished T26. Tyrrell Hatton, top 20, minus 105. Mark, your next one.
Morikawa in top 10. I got him at this is first round. For top 10 in the first round plus 125.
So first round, top 10 plus 125.
Correct.
Plus 125. Matt.
Top Irish player, Roy McIlroy, minus 200 over Seamus Power and Shane Lowry.
Top Irish, minus 200. Mike, your next one.
Max Homa, top 10 finish, plus 260.
Whew.
Some value there.
I would say
We
so.
got to play it. Mark did say earlier he was playing it safe in a few different sports, and then for soccer, he took out the driver on like 17.
I did.
All those
I'm going
He
for
went
it.
Mito on 18.
He
did.
went Mito at 18.
I played smart for so long that I'm able to take a risk where I think I could. You know,
Mike,
I wore the Real Madrid jersey, so
Max Homa was top 10 plus 220, right?
260.
Plus 260. I'm on Adam Scott, top 20 plus 105. Matt, anything else in golf?
I do, but come back to me.
All right, Mark, go ahead.
I'm going to take Colin Morikawa outright plus 2,200.
Colin Morikawa plus 2,200 outright to win the BMW. No Cam Smith. He pulled out. I wonder why. Mike, what's your next one?
Siwoo Kim, top 20 finish, plus 180. He's been playing some great golf this past month.
You said top 20, right?
Yes.
He's been all over my board
180.
the last month.
Yeah, that is true. Playing
Matt,
offense.
Matt, we're going back to you.
Oh, man. I got a good one.
Is it about
like
me,
that smile.
probably?
So I
It's a
currently
cup, Greg.
see 68 players here on this Bovada list for players to achieve a hole-in-one. I'm taking every single one.
I mean, no way.
They're plus 150, plus 150, plus 15,000.
All right,
So I'm taking every single one.
Hang on. One, I got to find out where you did this.
It's players to achieve a hole-in-one tournament
I know.
special.
I got to find it. Okay.
I want every
you're-
single one.
There's 68 of them.
Yes, I agree.
Here's the issue. No rule against it.
No,
and
yep.
me, as a fair commissioner, I have to allow it.
Yeah.
And this strategy is 1,000% banned moving forward.
And
I
I
cannot
think,
take an entire category like this.
Greg, I think that is a very fair ruling, the way you did that. The way you allowed.
Hang on. One of my friends just came into the room and told me that we can't do the bet. So
It's interesting because it's almost like you made the law after you realized you had to make it. You know?
You didn't go back on your word of being. Or you didn't make something legal, or you didn't make something illegal after you got upset about it.
Yeah,
No comment, and no one was upset.
You were upset. This is going to win
No.
me the whole.
here's the
season.
real issue. So that's 150 units, right?
Yeah.
If he
but-
wins.
But he
If
loses 60 units.
I understand that. But if he hits two of them, it's over.
I know it's going to happen. I'm not going to win this season, whether it's. And I'm going to guess it's Matt. Matt's going to get
win.
the
If he only hits one,
If he only hits one, it becomes a much. He still hits for like 80-some units, but there's a lot of other factors there where I don't know if he can
just
catch
another thing to
It would be
exploit.
close. It would be close. But
It's weird. It's like I'm
it's
going to
not-
succeed in business because I
just another
know how to do
exploit.
business because I'm a businessman. I do business, man. I'm a businessman. I
mean-
do business, man.
Absolutely. I mean, you dug deep in Bovada. You did. You found it. You've now created a second rule that is now banned.
Mike,
so this is twice.
if
but-
you think it's so exploitable, you should also do it.
No, I respect the integrity of the game. Sorry. I respect the integrity of the game. Sorry. I think it should be played fairly.
Integrity. He's all about the integrity.
Integrity. All right, let's.
Integrity Nation. Stand up.
Does anybody have any other bets? The only other one I have is Scotty Scheffler top 5 plus 200. Mark, anything else? Mike, anything else?
Yeah, I had No, I lost it. I think it was top 20, but I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, all top 20. Ram Morikawa and Justin Thomas plus 165. So they all have to finish in the top 20.
Rom, Morikawa, and Thomas
Yes.
plus 150.
Mike,
Yes.
Matt,
All
Matt.
right.
That
Does
got
that
me.
close out everybody's picks?
It does. Challenge time.
Then let's move into the challenge. The challenge is as tight as a race can possibly be. There was a three-way tie for a winner last week. I take the outright lead at 8-17 for the season. Mike, you're competing against each other. It doesn't mean I necessarily, won the bet. And when football comes
None
back
of
around,
us
that's
have
I
ever won the
dominate.
bet. At least in the football challenge, people actually have to win the bet to win it.
Absolutely, baby,
Wait a
and that's
second.
where I shine. Two back-to-back season challenge champions. So
Wait a second. I just realized I'm out on the challenge.
you are 100% eliminated mathematically.
That's not what you tell. That's not what people told me via text. So I demand to be in for this week.
Who's left?
Me?
It's me, you, Mikey, and Greg. We're all left because I get 2 wins if I win this week.
No, you don't. It's me, Matt, and Mike, but I have the lead. I am at 8-17. Mike, you're at 7-18. Matt's at 7-18. Mike obviously can't do math because he told Mark that he was still alive, and he's clearly not. This
No,
is
I
the
didn't.
final.
I said three-way win for the challenge and said Matt because you marked Matt not as a winner, and Matt did win. So I didn't say anything about Mark.
Then why did Mark think that he was still alive?
I said so Matt's still alive for a tie at the title. Just some other people trying to slander my good name.
Mark, feel free to get out your challenge. Play spoiler, Mark.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to take John Rahm plus 1,100.
If that's not on the table.
All right, fine. I'm gonna give me Morikawa 20. None of this matters. This is bullshit.
You can play spoiler. What are you
Yeah,
talking
if you
about?
win,
if you
No,
win,
then I don't know. Then that Morikawa is not my choice. I want to take whoever Greg wants.
no, I don't want that. I'm not doing that. I have integrity.
I will allow that. You don't have integrity.
I have integrity.
That
I'm
allows
the
it.
inventor of
2
it.
votes for Greg. Who did you want me to take?
I'm not picking.
If you have integrity, you have to tell your real.
Show up. Pick
All
a
right,
guy.
fine. Morikawa. Jeez.
Plus 2,200 for the challenge for Mark. Mike, actually, Matt, we'll give it to you because you're chasing. So go ahead.
So I do want to propose this though. If there is a tie at the top, there needs to be a tiebreaker. We're not having a challenge tie. We'll figure something out. If it's a meme challenge, if it's a legal, illegal act thing, whatever. We'll figure
do
it out.
something.
Yeah. If it's a puppet contest, I know who'll win that one.
Not gonna be a puppet contest.
Yeah,
Because
ventriloquism.
we know you would win.
Ventriloquism. Give me the fine boy from Tony Finau plus 1,800 and put it on my board.
Tony Finau on an absolute heater right now. So it's a great pick, Matt.
Smoking heaters.
Mike, I'll give you the ability to go last. I'm going to take Victor Hovland plus 3,000 on the board and my challenge pick. Mike, final challenge pick of the season. Close us out.
Cam Young plus 2,200 on my board as well.
Cameron Young plus 2,200 and on the board as well.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, it's been a pleasure. We've had ups and downs and vacations and technical difficulties, lost episodes. It was an interesting season 3. We look forward to season 4. We'll find out the champions, and we'll see if Matt somehow managed to wiggle his way into a 3rd consecutive title. Only time will tell.
Hole in one. Hole in one.
Let's
No.
go win some bets.